truck kicking?
Our campsite and the view from our campsite. Our main activity while at Bahia Honda was bike riding. We rode north along the Florida Overseas Historic Highway Trail, and to the end of Sunshine Key, we got to see these amazing kite surfers. It's not really something we've ever seen or watched before, but these guys and gals were very entertaining. We're on the Florida Overseas Highway Historical Trail. Follows the old Flagler Railroad. It's left Miami and went to Key West back in the early 1900s. It's been replaced by Route 1 now because the railroad failed after the hurricane of 1935. Took out miles and miles of railroad bridge. We started out at Bahia Honda State Park. Where the actual railroad bridges are in this section, they don't let you ride. You have to ride on Route 1. This part of the Overseas Highway is a lot different than what we rode at John Pennekamp State Park. You are still riding along Route 1, but there's not as many driveways and parking lots and that kind of thing you have to cross and roads. But as you can see, you do have to cross a couple of bridges, riding right along traffic. And currently there's a lot of construction along Route 1 where we were riding. Oh yeah, you can pull straight through. I'll walk right up to the cabins. This is a little interesting quirk at Bahia Honda State Park. If you rent a cabin or a base-side campground site, you need to be very cognizant of the height of your vehicle. As you see this very low underpass that you have to cross under Route 1 to get to that part of the campground. 6 foot 8 inches is the limit according to the sign on the bridge. Beach is very accessible by bike ride in Bahia Honda State Park. We rode over, spent a little time, picked up some shark teeth, took a few pictures. We're not major beach people. It was a little windy that day, but we did enjoy looking at the Atlantic. We were told that sunsets at Bahia Honda were not to be missed. Boy, were they right. Our first night there was absolutely spectacular. We love history and trains, so of course we had to visit Flagler's Folly in Bahia Honda State Park. This is one section of the old East Coast Railroad that you can walk on, and you can access it either by going up these stairs and straight over and down another set of stairs, or you can access it from over by the bathhouse. We wanted to see the understructure of the bridge also, so we went up the stairs and then down. But very interesting history, lots of signs along the way to tell you the history of the railroad and the transition to automobiles. Cross under the bridge and go down the stairs. So that's what Dave has scoped out. Okay. This was the longest bridge over the deepest channel on the entire length of the East Coast Railway. Definitely got a little list to it, a little lean to the right. There is actually another section of the former railroad that you can ride on. If you go to the 7 Mile Bridge overlook, you can ride to Pigeon Key. If Pigeon Key is open, you can do the tour while you're there. We were there early in the morning and they hadn't opened yet, so all we really did was ride on the bridge. It's about a little over 2 miles one direction, so a little 4-mile ride that morning. Beautiful ride. We saw a lot of pelicans. We're hoping to see some sharks or something else, but all we really saw was the pelicans, but well worth the ride. Go early if you can. There's only 35 parking spaces at the 7 Mile Bridge overlook. I did upload a short for a ride on the bridge. I will link that in the description below. Today's going to wrap up our time at Bahia Honda State Park in Florida.
Tonight's our last night here. We'll be here for probably a little shy of lunchtime tomorrow. Hoping to get some kayaking in, but this is 5th of January. There's a big cold front coming in and across the country, and it's got the winds kicked up down here. So we've had 15 to 30 mile an hour winds the last couple of days. So the kayaks didn't come out of the trailer. That's what we decided to do Key West today. We had a big day, 6.5 miles walking around town.
And that's one of the things we decided when we started this. We're going to be flexible. You know, we don't no plans are set in stone. If something happens, you mix it up.
Yep. We love Key West. I mean, there's a lot to see and do down there. But we enjoyed the campgrounds. Do your homework before you come in here. There's room for some big rigs, Class A's in here where we're at. If you have a trailer, if you're pulling a towed, you can unhook. You need to keep everything in your sight. So we got a couple shout outs here. Just Pizza Works last night, Big Piney Key.
Big Pine Key.
Big Pine Key. It's about 6-7 miles here from the campground. We got the Meat Lovers Pizza. I mean, it was a really good pizza.
Oh, the cheese, the stringy cheese.
Yeah, good.
I got nothing else to say except, and as always.
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry.
And as always.
And as always,
Let's keep rolling.